All right. Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of The Deep Dive. I am so pumped to be kicking things off with you today,
Mm.
and we are diving into some seriously cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The future of Super Bowl stadiums.
It is always exciting to think about where the big game might end up, especially as these stadiums are looking more and more like destinations themselves.
You know, you sent this awesome YouTube video, Future Super Bowl Stadiums, that will blow your mind, 2026-2034, from the channel Game Arenas, and
Yeah.
clearly you are as fascinated by this stuff as we are.
Definitely.
It's not just about the game, right? It's
Right.
the whole experience.
Right.
It's the city, the stadium, everything.
Absolutely. The Super Bowl has really evolved into this global spectacle. And I mean, the cultural and economic impact is huge. Landing the big game is a major win for any city.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The video lays out some pretty bold predictions for Super Bowl locations, all the way to 2034. But first, let's talk about the ones that are already locked in.
Yeah, it sounds good. The NFL has officially announced the host cities for Super Bowls, LXI and LXI.
And they've chosen wisely.
They have. They've chosen wisely. Each city brings something unique to the table.
Yeah, okay, let's break them down. Starting with Super Bowl LX in 2026. We are going back to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. I'm already picturing myself soaking up that California sunshine in February.
Not a bad way to enjoy the game. And it's more than just the weather. Levi's Stadium in the heart of Silicon Valley is known for its tech-forward approach.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Remember those crazy long bathroom lines at some older stadiums?
Oh, yeah.
Not a problem here. They have an app that'll direct you to the shortest wait times.
So that's innovation, plus massive HD screens everywhere. It's like you are immersed in the action.
You are.
And when you're not at the game, you've got the whole Bay Area to explore. San Francisco's right there, with iconic spots like the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz.
And let's not forget about the food. If you're a foodie, the Bay Area is a dream come true. From fresh seafood at Fisherman's Wharf to Michelin-starred restaurants in San Francisco, there's something for every taste.
Oh, yeah. All right, Super Bowl LXI in 2027 takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and the incredible SoFi Stadium. Get ready for some serious stadium envy.
SoFi is truly on another level. It's a $5.5 billion stadium that's built for spectacle.
5.5 billion.
$5.5 billion. We're talking a video board that's bigger than a Boeing 747. Seriously.
That's insane. How do they even build something like that?
It's a marvel of engineering designed to host the biggest events in the world, and it's not just about size. SoFi is home to both the Rams and the Chargers, so it's a football powerhouse already.
Plus, it's L.A. We're talking Hollywood glitz and glamour celebrity sightings, maybe even a halftime show with a surprise appearance by who knows Beyoncé.
Anything is possible in LA. And with the 2028 Olympics also being held at SoFi, the city's going to have even more experience handling events of this magnitude.
Yeah, okay. For Super Bowl LX3 in 2028, we're heading to Atlanta, Georgia, and Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now, this one might seem like a bit of a contrast to the glitz of L.A.
It is. But in a good way, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is all about being fan-friendly, which is something the NFL really prioritizes. Think $2 hot dogs and $5 beers.
That's music to my ears.
Yeah.
A Super Bowl where I can actually afford to eat.
Exactly. But don't let the affordable concessions fool you. This stadium is still incredibly impressive. The retractable roof opens up like a giant camera lens, and the whole place is LEED Platinum certified, meaning it's super sustainable.
So they're combining sustainability with a top-notch fan experience. Pretty cool.
They are.
And Atlanta itself is a vibrant city with a lot to offer. We're talking world-class dining, a thriving music scene, and easy access with one of the busiest airports in the world.
And they've got a strong track record of hosting major events. From the Olympics to the Final Four, Atlanta knows how to handle a crowd.
All right, so we've got 3 amazing cities locked in, but now let's get into the fun part, predicting where the Super Bowl might go after 2028.
Sounds good. Before we jump into those predictions, though, I think it's important to understand what the NFL looks for in a host city. It's not just about having a big stadium. There are specific requirements and criteria that come into play.
Yeah, I bet it's more complex than people realize. What are some of the key factors they consider?
Well, stadium capacity is a big one. They need at least 70,000 seats with the possibility of expanding for the Super Bowl. And of course, suitable weather conditions or a dome stadium are essential.
Makes sense. You
Right.
don't want to risk a blizzard in February.
Right. They also need top-tier media facilities to handle that massive global coverage. And don't forget about practice facilities for the teams and amenities for VIPs and media personnel. It's a massive operation.
So it's not just about the game itself. It's about that whole infrastructure surrounding the event.
Exactly. The city also needs to have a significant number of hotel rooms within a reasonable distance from that stadium, reliable public transportation, ample parking options, and enough large venues to host all the Super Bowl-related events throughout the week. Think about things like the NFL Experience media events, parties, and so on.
Wow. So it's really about the city's capacity to handle a massive influx of people and activity.
Absolutely. And beyond the logistical stuff, the NFL considers things like regional balance, the opportunity to introduce new cities into that rotation, and maintaining the Super Bowl's reputation for spectacle and excitement.
So they want a city that can really put on a show.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now that we've got a better understanding of what makes a city Super Bowl worthy, let's get to those predictions.
It really is a balancing act for the NFL, but they've gotten pretty good at picking cities that check all the boxes. So let's dive into those predictions, starting with 2029.
Okay, so the video we're looking at puts AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas as the front runner for 2029. And you know what I could totally see it happening? This place is known as Jerry World for a reason, right? It's all about that over-the-top Texas-sized experience.
Exactly. AT&T Stadium can hold over 100,000 fans, and that massive HD screen is just unreal. It's built for spectacle, and it's already got a proven track record with big events.
Right? And didn't they just announce that Dallas is going to be hosting several World Cup games in 2026?
9 games, to be exact. And that's a crucial point. That experience is like a dress rehearsal for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's going to give them a chance to test their infrastructure, logistics, everything. And if they can handle the World Cup, they can definitely handle the Super Bowl.
Plus, think about all the luxury hotels, restaurants, and entertainment options in Dallas. They know how to cater to a VIP crowd, which is important for the NFL.
Absolutely. And don't forget about the indoor climate control. No need to worry about those unpredictable February weather patterns. You're guaranteed a comfortable game day experience.
All right, let's move on to 2030. The video predicts that the Super Bowl might head to Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this would be a first for Music City.
It would, and I think it's a strong contender. And Nashville has been booming in recent years, both as a tourist destination and as a growing hub for the music and entertainment industries.
Plus, they've got that brand new $2.1 billion domed stadium set to open in 2028. The NFL loves to show off its shiny new toys.
That's true. And, Nashville would pull out all the stops to create an unforgettable experience. Imagine the pregame concerts, the parties, the whole city buzzing with Super Bowl energy.
Okay, I'm already sold on Nashville. But let's hear your prediction for 2031.
This one might surprise you. I'm going with a return to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.
Wait, really? I know it's an amazing stadium, but wouldn't that be a little too soon for a repeat performance?
You'd think so, right? But here's the thing. SoFi Stadium is just that exceptional. And the NFL has shown a willingness to bend its own rules when it comes to venues that are this appealing. They did it with New Orleans, and I think they'd do it again for LA.
Plus, LA's a global entertainment hub. They know how to throw a party like no other city.
Exactly. And with the Olympics happening there in 2028, they'll have the infrastructure and experience to handle another mega event just a few years later.
All right, let's see what the video has in store for 2032 U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's an interesting one.
It is. Minneapolis might not be the first city that comes to mind when you think Super Bowl, but U.S. Bank Stadium is a fantastic venue. It hosted Super Bowl LII in 2018 and received rave reviews.
Plus, it's a domed stadium, so no worries about the Minnesota winters.
Right. And Minneapolis has a lot to offer beyond the stadium itself. A thriving cultural scene, great restaurants, and a very walkable downtown area.
They've also proven they can handle big events like the NCAA Final Four.
Exactly. So while it might not be the most glamorous choice, Minneapolis is a solid contender based on its infrastructure and experience.
For 2033, the video predicts a return to the Desert Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's another one that makes a lot of sense. Las Vegas just hosted its first Super Bowl in 2024, and it seems like it went off without a hitch.
Yeah, they definitely know how to put on a show. And that stadium is incredible with its retractable roof and its incredible views of the Strip.
Plus, Las Vegas has become a real sports city in recent years, with the Raiders moving there and the Golden Knights' success in the NHL.
And let's not forget about the endless entertainment options. Casinos, shows, nightlife. You'll never be bored in Vegas.
The NFL's relationship with the gaming and entertainment industries has grown significantly, which makes Las Vegas an even more attractive destination for the Super Bowl.
All right, last but not least, the video's prediction for 2034, Chicago, Illinois. But they're talking about a new stadium, right?
That's right. The Chicago Bears are planning to replace Soldier Field with a brand new domed stadium by 2028.
So this one is contingent on that stadium being built on schedule.
Exactly. But if it happens, I think Chicago would be a top contender. It's a major city with a passionate sports fan base and a rich cultural history.
And a new state-of-the-art stadium would definitely give them an edge.
Yeah.
Chicago has hosted some of the biggest events in the world, like the World's Fair and the Democratic National Convention. They know how to handle the spotlight.
Absolutely. So while it's still a bit of a wild card, I think Chicago has the potential to be a fantastic Super Bowl host city.
So there you have it. Our predictions for future Super Bowl locations, all the way to 2034. Of course, these are just educated guesses based on what we know about the NFL's criteria and the cities themselves.
Right. There are always surprises and unexpected developments, but it's fun to speculate.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about how much actually goes into choosing a Super Bowl host city.
It really is. It speaks to the scale and the impact of the event. It's not just a game, it's this cultural phenomenon. It's a massive economic driver, and it's a chance for a city to shine on a global stage.
And it's not just about the city itself. These stadiums are becoming more and more incredible. I mean, we've talked about some pretty amazing venues today.
Oh, they're like mini cities themselves. From that cutting-edge technology to sustainable design, these stadiums are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Think about those massive HD screens at AT&T Stadium. It's like being right there on the field. And then you've got the sustainability focus of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They're not just building for spectacle, they're building for the future.
Right. And the cities themselves play such a crucial role in creating that overall Super Bowl experience. From the pregame festivities to the postgame celebrations, it's all about creating an unforgettable experience for everyone involved.
I can just imagine the energy in Nashville. If they land the Super Bowl Music City, would be rocking for a whole week.
Yeah.
And then there's the allure of Las Vegas, the Super Bowl amidst all that glitz and glamour. It's a perfect match.
It is. And who knows what the future holds? We might see even more innovative stadiums and unexpected host cities emerge in the years to come. Maybe even a Super Bowl outside the United States one day.
Whoa, that would be wild. There are so many possibilities.
There are, and that's what makes this whole topic so fascinating. The Super Bowl's more than just a game. It's a glimpse into the future of sports entertainment and even city planning.
Well, that about wraps up our first ever deep dive.
It's been a pleasure exploring the future of Super Bowl stadiums with you.
A huge thank you to you, our listener, for joining us on this journey. We hope you've enjoyed diving deep into this world of sports architecture and the thrill of the big game.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Which cities do you think are most deserving of a Super Bowl? What innovations would you like to see in these stadiums of the future?
Be sure to subscribe to The Deep Dive for more insightful explorations of the topics that matter to you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.